Hello, and welcome to another update video on silver. Yeah, the silver chart continues to be in this local uptrend. In the last video, only a few days ago, I shared with you that we might see that one more push higher here in wave 5 of circle wave 3. And the reason was that we only saw sideways consolidation here, which kind of looks a little bit like an internal wave 4 with one more high to come to complete this larger third wave. And we see that right now. But how does that integrate into the bigger picture? I mean, I shared with you the larger time frame view in the last video. Feel free to check it out for really the bigger picture. Here on the weekly, not the weekly, sorry, the 4-hour chart, you can see that a larger degree fourth wave most likely bottomed in April. And from there, we started to track, obviously, a move to the upside. It has become clear that it could be an impulse. So wave 1, wave 2, third wave, fourth wave. And now we are in the fifth wave. And as you may be able to see, this fifth wave so far consists of only 3 waves itself, but it should be 5 from an Elliott wave point of view at least. You know, that's the model we use. Again, nothing is set in stone. It's all about probabilities, and we're looking for the most likely scenario. Sometimes the market takes the lower probability scenario. That's the reality, right? That's why it's a probabilistic system. We have to be prepared for that, and we can always adjust. But looking at the structure here, in the fifth wave to the upside, we have wave 1, 2 complete. The third wave likely in the late stages. It's already quite extended. And then a fourth wave and a fifth wave. That is how we are tracking this. The nearest support area I can offer you here on the 4-hour time frame is between $39.58 and $41.06. This will have to be adjusted if the price continues to climb higher. In the last video, we determined together where resistance is likely located. And that's where here the yellow lines are located from previous swing highs. It's not exact, right? But it's kind of where those 4-day candles topped in 2011, right? And then the wick here. So basically between $42.80 and $44.20. So that's our resistance area. And then we've got Fibonacci resistance at around $45.20. That's the 100% extension level. So that's what we're tracking at the moment. In this fifth wave to the upside, as I said, we're tracking a 5-wave move up. Could be in the late stages of the third, so circle wave 3. It seems likely we could test that resistance area around $42.80, maybe up to $44.20. And then we can get a fourth wave pullback. Again, that support area will need to be adjusted with the price as we climb higher. So I'll just move it up. It's always based on the measurement of the entire length of the third wave. So those are the retracement levels for a fourth wave. Yeah? And very often we say that an ideal target for a fourth wave is the 38.2 retracement. In this case, that would be $40.20. So in the short term, can still push higher, yeah, the market here, to move towards this, yeah, you could say target zone. And then from there, the dog just opened the door himself. And then from there, we can watch for a fourth wave pullback. That can happen at any time now, this fourth wave pullback. In the very short term, though, if you look at this, we are currently fighting with the upper boundary line of the trend channel. And we have a sequence of higher lows and a sequence of higher highs. I mean, I could adjust it slightly, but actually, it seems like we want to break out of this channel. I can always, try to again align it with that high, but then it's not a perfect channel anymore. So it seems like we're trying to break out anyway, which is positive, which kind of aligns more with the Elliott wave count we discussed in the last video. Might even be that this internal fourth wave was a triangle, and we're now getting that fifth wave of a fifth wave of circle wave 3. If anything changes, I will let you know. I mean, at this point, to really indicate a low, not a low, but a top has formed, I would need to see minimally a break below the $41.80 level. That's here the last swing low that formed on Friday. And then we can start to focus on this support zone. Until then, I mean, we're still printing higher highs, higher lows, and there's no sign that a top has formed at this point. Momentum is still up. So yeah, that's the update on silver. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates on silver, gold, but also stocks, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, and many more, feel free to join our stocks membership. You can find the link in the description. It's the Patreon link, and there you get a lot of additional behind-the-scenes analysis. including a lot of additional stocks, the NASDAQ, video updates on the NASDAQ, the S&P, and a lot of stocks. And depending on the tier that you join, there will be many, many more updates in the higher tiers because, they are part of the requests and everything. But read through it if you're interested. Link is in the description. I wish you a great day. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.